The knighthood, Foreign Secretary, do you believe he should be stripped of his knighthood?
Well, I did on one of my first briefing in the Foreign Office on this issue. I was horrified to find out that Robert Mugabe had a knighthood.
You didn't know?
I thought that he was Sir Robert Mugabe.
You became Foreign Secretary without knowing that?
On the knighthood, Douglas heard you were Foreign Secretary when he was given the knighthood, I think.
I think not.
You were in the government when he was given the knighthood. 94? What were you in 94?
I was Foreign Secretary in 94.
That was when he was given his knighthood.
But not by the... Well, I must plead total amnesia, not by me, and not, I think, by the British government. But
who else can give him a knighthood except the British government?
I simply do not know the answer to that. But
what I was going to raise was that he was known when he got that knighthood, whoever gave it to him, the British government, or I can't think of any other government that could give it to him, it was known already by then that he'd massacred 20,000 people in Matabeleland with North Korean trained armies in the 80s. Why was he ever given a knighthood?
He hosted a Commonwealth conference, and conceivably it might have been in recognition of that. The Queen went there. He was, I don't say in good standing, but he was a member of the Commonwealth alongside a lot of other people whom we disapprove of.
I'm afraid I get very weary with this. 30 years ago, liberal opinion said that Britain should get out of Africa and wash its hands of its responsibilities there. And in 1979, in the Lancaster House Agreement, we put Robert Mugabe in charge of Zimbabwe, knowing perfectly well what kind of person he was. And if anybody was in any doubt about that, in 1980, the following year, he rigged a most disgusting election in which he intimidated and brutalized his way into power, and we did nothing about it. So to wring our hands and say how distressed we are now seems to me to be the purest hypocrisy. Particularly, I have to say, from a government minister, representative of a government, which does engage in foreign invasions at the behest of the United States, but will not, under any circumstances, take any serious action of that kind in Zimbabwe. They won't because they can't, and they know that they can't. But they did on that occasion when it was entirely wrong to do so. I honestly think Mr. Miliband and the government should just keep quiet about it. There isn't anything they're seriously going to do, and they haven't really got anything particularly interesting to say.
But have you got anything interesting to say about what
the issue is dead. We handed it over.
So there isn't anything that we can...
30 years ago we handed it over. Can you get it back? Are we actually saying that that Britain and the Western countries should go back into Africa and take it over again? Is that the argument? I don't hear anybody saying that.